What's up, everybody? Hands Down Sports here. This is part one of my video for sleepers, waiver wire picks, and those that you're probably going to draft towards the end of the draft in your league. So I got basically everything here for you to get some tips, understand how Hands Down Sports thinks when it comes to this fantasy. Waiver wire is really important to try to win your league, because in football, people get hurt. Those players get hurt. They're warriors, but they get hurt. I'm going to start with the AFC on this part one, all right? So we got Buffalo. Buffalo's second wide receiver, his name is Andre Holmes. I believe I'm pronouncing this right. If Watkins is healthy, plays every game, you're probably going to put a star on this guy. And hopefully, he might make some moves, man. He's out there. Watkins is the number one. Who's next? Has to be you, right? Jonathan Williams is the backup to McCoy. He's going to get some burn here and there, depending on what's going on in the game. That guy's, you gotta put a little star on him to keep a track on his stats and production. Miami Dolphins, Devontae Parker is someone I will definitely draft. They have big expectations for him, and I do think that he's going to be the second best wide receiver on that squad next to Landry. Kenny Stills is good, but you just want to keep, a little eye on him, see how things are going. Maybe plug him in on your bye week. They do have Julius Thomas, who just signed this year, and they just signed Jay Cutler, but I don't talk about quarterbacks because there's their starter quarterback, and that's it, and then you just plug somebody in on that bye week, and that's it. You're gonna play your starter quarterback who you drafted probably in the first 5-6 rounds. So the New Jersey Jets, I love the Jets. And Nua is the wide receiver to pick. There's no one else there. Maybe Robbie Anderson, you put a star on to check his production, but I'm not picking none of them. I will take a chance on Bilal Powell as a running back. I'm not picking Forte. I don't recommend Forte. Forte's a really good player, but he's at the end of his career, unfortunately. And I feel that Forte should just come in to catch the ball from the backfield here and there. That would be good for PPR, but I wouldn't consider him or look at him with the options that you have out there. The New England Patriots, the defending Super Bowl champions, they got Chris Hogan and Malcolm Mitchell. I'd rather get Malcolm Mitchell, but Chris Hogan, you've seen what he did towards the end of the season last year. They just picked up Dwayne Allen, and they love doing the two tight end lineup. And Rob Gronkowski is going to get his burn, but Dwayne Allen, is a good player to get in your draft. And if you don't pick him up and he's on the waiver wire, make sure you keep a close eye and pick him up when you can. The Broward B-Boys Fantasy League that I'm in, which is the best and hardest league out there, we do an auction for the waiver wire. So this is brand new. It's this year that was implemented. So Dwayne Allen might be somebody that I want to make sure that I can pick up on my waiver wire when nobody least expects it. All right, you heard it here first. All right, fellas. AFC North. So I have I have Baltimore Ravens, and I'm looking at Lorenzo Taliaferro, a running back that may take a good chunk of snaps off of Terrence West. Danny Woodhead's the one that I would, with standard or PPR, that I would pick. He's really good. He's good, man. You give him the ball, he's gone. He's running down the field, man. That little guy right there. I recommend him. Rashad Perriman, you don't know what's he gonna do. Everyone has a high expectations for him, but he just hasn't produced, man. You know what I'm saying? For Cincinnati, I have John Ross and Joe Mixon. Those are the two guys that I'm looking for to draft or keep a close eye out. Tyler Kroft is the backup to Eifert. Remember, I said that guy's name just one time, all right? Bernard and Hill, I'm not even touching those guys this year. I had Bernard last year. He did really good. Got hurt. Done for the season. Oh, well. for PPR, Bernard was awesome. Hill, I'm not taking a chance. I mean, everybody knows that he's a good running back, and he is. But if this guy Mixon does his thing, they're done. They're not going to get no burn. For Cleveland, Kenny Britt, who helped me huge last year. He consistently made 15 fantasy points after he blew up after like week 3 or 4. And I was plugging him in and winning my weeks because he was consistently doing PPR points for me. Now, I'm not going to draft him. He's going to be on the waiver wire. I put a little star on him. Now, Corey Coleman is someone that I will draft if I get the opportunity. But if not, keep an eye out for him, you know. Crowell and Duke Johnson, those are guys that I would draft. They're really good. PPR-wise, I'll take Duke. He's going to catch the ball out of the backfield. Now, Pittsburgh has Niall Davis as the backup to Bell, and I would keep a star on him. Sammy Coates and Eli Rogers, why would I even consider them? Is because of Martavius Bryant. Martavius Bryant is suspended, and we don't know when he's coming back. You know he's the number 2 on that team, and if Brown wasn't there, he's the number 1. So Sammy Coates is out there. Eli Rogers, keep an eye out for those guys right there. That's what I recommend. The AFC South, Houston. There's no one there that you want to pick as a bench player or someone that you're going to look as a sleeper or waiver wire. They have that wide receiver, Jalen Strong, but there's no one there. I mean, you know, the starters are the starters. They're good. You know, the running back is good. They have a good wide receiver. They have a good tight end, and that's it. You're either going to have them in your lineup or they'll be on your bench because you drafted them. But then after that, you're not gonna look at Houston at all. The Indianapolis Colts, they do have Kamar Aiken and Philip Dorsett as wide receivers on that squad that I would keep an eye out for them. I recommend Kamar Aiken a little bit over Dorsett, but Philip Dorsett, but Dorsett, you know, they have high expectations for him. He was supposed to produce last year, but he didn't. So since Luck is back, let's see what they do, right? Jacksonville, I really like Jacksonville. I think they're going to make some noise this year. Marquise Lee and Allen Hurns, guys that produced a little bit last year. I think Hurns did a better job last year, and I would keep a little star on that guy mostly. Tennessee, to round off the South, Corey Davis, a rookie with the high expectations that he has and what he's doing in their preseason and training camp and all that. I'm going to draft Corey Davis towards the end of my draft. I love Tajay Sharp, but he didn't do anything last year. He had one good week where he put like 18 or 20 points, but I'm not messing with that dude right there. I'd rather get Derrick Henry. I'd rather have him on my bench just waiting for you-know-who to get hurt. All right, so AFC West, Denver has Jamal Charles. I would draft him and put him on my bench, you know what I mean, and see how things go. As long as they're using him right with the time and snaps and all that stuff, I think Jamal Charles, if he can avoid getting hurt, man, you know what he can do. He's the man. Virgil Green, if I'm pronouncing his first name right, he's a good tight end. Second year in his his career with Denver. He should have the playbook a little bit better. I'm looking for him to make a little bit of noise for their team. Benny Fowler. Benny Fowler is a wide receiver, and Jordan Taylor are wide receivers that I think will be sleepers. Players that no one's going to look at. You want to put a star on that. See how the production is going. See how many times they're being thrown the ball to them. You know, how many times they're trying to get them to receive something. Because they're the third and fourth wide receiver on that squad. We're going to go to Kansas City now. Kansas City has Chris Conley, who I would like to draft, and hopefully he does what he's supposed to do. DeMarcus Robinson is probably their fourth or fifth or maybe even sixth wide receiver on that squad. I'll keep an eye on him. And Demetrius Harris, he's a tight end for that squad, and he's the backup tight end for Kansas City because, Kelsey is the man. But the guy that I love, and I'm gonna draft. And all you guys that are on my league, our B-boys, listen to me. Hands Down Sports is getting Kareem Hunt. Remember, I'm getting that dude, man. He's gonna take over Ware's position. You know, Ware, you're gonna. I'm sorry, but you're gonna lose your job to this guy right here. All right. We're gonna go to the LA Clippers. I mean, the Chargers. The LA Chargers. Mike Williams, their rookie that they drafted, that they have high hopes for, is done for the season. So I'm looking at Dontrell Inman. I put a little star on him. Hunter Henry, the tight end. I'm drafting him. I'm not dealing with Gates. Sorry, Gates. You're a Hall of Famer. You're the man. You can kick my ass, but you're not getting no burn on my team. I'm not picking you. You're not. I'm not putting no star. Hunter Henry all the way. All right. And Phillips loves to throw to his tight end. So let's do this. Now the last team, of course, is Oakland Raiders, who I think will be in the Super Bowl. Jalen Richard, he was the backup last year, and spending some time with Washington, back and forth. But I think his production was way better than the other guys. So I will keep a start on Richardson. Cordell Patterson, he's a name. You know there's potential for him to do good. Maybe he does that, you know, because you got Cooper and this other dude over there. You know that there's the starters of the wide receiver squad over there. And Carr's going to be looking for them. But you never know. There might be some deep balls that Patterson can catch and take in for a little TD. So that's the end of my part 1. Hands Down Sports. Look out for part 2. We're going to be talking about the NFC and break it down just like this. This is my thoughts, and hopefully these tips can help your league or FanDuel, whatever you play, the other Kings thing, whatever it's called, so that you can make some mean green. All right, be safe and take it easy.